Hi everybody, it's Mr. Lendy. I'm back here again with Jared, my son. We are so excited about doing another cooking show today. We had such a great response from our last one
Great response. We got about like 10 views or so.
Yeah, but that's like 9 more than we anticipated. But you have to admit, Jared, we did get some great comments there.
And they're all from Grandma.
Okay, so Jared, can you give us an idea what you were thinking about as far as a recipe for this time?
Well, I was thinking we do pepperoni bread.
That sounds a little complicated.
No, it's not really. And we're going to get started on it right now.
So Jared, what do we start out with?
Well, we're going to start out with our pizza crust.
Now, is there any particular brand that you like to use?
I don't like to promote different brands.
So Jared, once you get out of the container, what do we do?
Now we're just going to stretch it out on a cutting board.
Okay.
Just pull it apart like so.
Okay. Easy enough. It doesn't look very rectangle-ish, but okay. Does it matter?
No, it does not.
Okay. All right. So Jared, now you got the dough kind of spread out. What's the next thing we have to do?
Next thing we got to do is make an egg wash.
An egg wash. Okay.
No, not that kind of egg wash.
Okay. So tell us, what kind of egg wash are we talking about? Explain to our viewers, what is an egg wash? Why do you do it?
Well, I make an egg wash. That way ingredients stick to the dough better and it promotes browning in the final product.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Okay. So what do we do to do an egg wash?
Well, all you have to do for an egg wash is just add 1 egg in a bowl, add a little bit of water, and just whisk it all together. Now with our pastry brush, we're just going to dip it in the egg wash and brush it all over the dough.
Awesome. So Jared, now that the egg wash has been put on the dough, what's the next thing we have to do?
Well, now we're going to add in our dry ingredients, which include the Italian seasoning.
And you can get that from anywhere, right? Italian seasoning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we're going to add a little bit of garlic powder.
Awesome. Love garlic powder.
And just a little bit of black pepper.
Okay. All right, that looks awesome. So now that the dough is all ready to go, what's the next thing?
Next we're going to add our pepperoni.
So that's kind of like the star of the show, right?
Yeah.
So what is pepperoni anyway?
Well, pepperoni is a cured Italian sausage.
But the x-rays show that you're totally cured. Okay, so you put your pepperoni, any special way that you do this?
Best way to describe it is like if you're shingling a roof.
Hey, you know, Jared, this actually reminds me of a story years ago. I remember one time I was so worried. I mean, I was really stressed out. And your mom just took a whole bunch of pepperoni, dough, cheese, and some sauce, and she just kind of threw it at my head.
Really?
Yeah, it gave me peace of mind. Oh man, this looks awesome. This is a lot of pepperoni, Jared. Okay,
Yeah.
so what's the last thing we do here?
Now we're just gonna put on our mozzarella cheese too.
Jared, you know, I actually got a lot of funny jokes about cheese.
Oh, I bet you do.
Man, I am so glad I finally graded this essay. The history of shredded cheese. So you want to borrow money from us to buy cheese? I guess we could give you a provolone. Excuse me, can I have a block of cheese?
Shh, this is a library.
Oh, can I have a block of cheese? The cheese factory, it blew up! Debris everywhere!
Dad, those jokes were so cheesy.
Okay, so what do we do now?
Now we're just gonna take one end of the pepperoni bread and just roll it as tight as possible until it becomes a cylinder.
Okay, that's awesome. So Jared, you rolled it up and you put it onto a metal pan. So now what do we do next?
Well, now we are going to add a little bit more of that egg wash that we had earlier.
Okay, so you got to make sure you hold on to that, right? If you don't get rid of it.
Correct.
Okay.
And now we're just going to add the same spices that we placed on the inside on the top of our pepperoni bread.
Okay, good.
Now we're going to place this in a 400-degree oven, and we'll check on it in around 35 to 40 minutes.
So Jared, this only took 30 minutes. So
Yeah.
I think, anybody making it's going to have to kind of be watching that when it starts to brown and it seems like it's done. So 30 minutes could be that time from anywhere from 30 to 35 or so, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right, good. So what are you going to do now?
Well, now I'm just going to take the serrated knife and slice it on an angle.
So Jared, why are you cutting on an angle?
Well, that way it holds together nicely. See?
That looks awesome, Jared.
Now I'm just going to do this with the rest of them.
Well, Jared, there's only one thing left for us to do, and that's to try it. So here we go. Oh, man. That is awesome, Jared. The pepperoni flavor with the mozzarella cheese is just awesome. Thank you so much for helping us out again. To all my students, once again, I miss all of you. Hang in there. We're going to get through this.
See ya.